back to the channel. We're right back at American Truck Simulator. As you can see, my truck is all changed. I put the visor on it, painted it green. You noticed in the last couple episodes, I mentioned it a couple times. But we're going to jump into a quick job. Last couple of things to talk about. Yeah, we need something that's going to pay some serious money. The log loader is a long-ass load. Kenworth truck, 46 gallons. Let's try that one. We've done this one before, so it's challenging with the trucks and all, but at the end of the day, it is something, and it's not going to be our rig. It's going to be somebody else's rig. In fact, we got a nice little red truck here, Freightliner, and it's half full of fuel, so we'll have to address that soon. Oh, we need to be a little careful here because we got to get out of here without killing anybody. And also, because of the way traffic is through here, you got to be very careful. I've gotten hung up on this way before. Well, we got our lights on. They're not working all that well. I was hoping to hit this thing up right here. We're going to do the cinema thing. Yeah, I know it's kind of, we're setting out blocking traffic, but so be it. Seattle downtown. Probably should do this in the daytime. Maybe I should wait and park the truck and then do it, but I don't want to miss the opportunity to get to cinematic view, and these guys can wait a minute. We're in Seattle. We need to take advantage of whatever crappy scenery we can get a hold of. It's just buildings and shit like that. But we've been missing all of this the whole time we've been playing this game. We've missed out on a lot of this because I just was turning and burning, getting loads done. But once it finishes, we'll go through that parking lot and get ourselves all lined up. Get to see the little bit of the bay. We'll have to do this again during the daytime. You get to see all the lights. This way you'll appreciate everything. We will let everybody pass since we held up traffic for this little game. And I believe we've got to go the other way. We're going the wrong way right now. So we'll have to figure something out. Or no, we're going the right way. We are going the right way. Okay, good. It's about time. You ask me, it doesn't look bright. It doesn't look bright at all. Oh, well, no wonder I had the parking brakes on. Parking lights on, rather. But we're fully illuminated now. We're gonna get going. We got 835 miles to go. If it's mostly interstate, we'll be able to knock this out in a couple episodes. Or I could make it one episode, just be a long-ass son of a gun, but did the trucks before and they were very stressful, but I'll tell you the stressful part is just when you're having to travel through the towns and stuff. Yeah, we need to make the turn in the next one. Of course, they're probably pissed off because they're thinking I'm turning at this one, but I'm not. We're really turning over to this one. Right one. Yeah, I had to make that turn a little crazy because we got 3 trucks on our ass. We're going to do the next couple of trips like this just to pad the bank account because we lost so many. The last 4 episodes collectively, I think we lost probably 30 grand or more just because the loads were just horrible and trying to travel through the terrain that we were asked to travel through was just a bit much. We're kind of taxing. These loads are kind of stressful a little bit. This guy is trying to cut in front of me. What an asshole. If you're going to do that, you wait till I get over here and then you can cut around me. But what are you going to do? Some people are just morons. Anyway, it's pretty cool driving in a different truck. This one's decked out pretty good. In the meantime, my truck gets a break. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about maintenance. I don't have to worry about fuel. Well, I have to worry about fuel, but I don't have to worry about paying. Don't have to worry about the weigh station, which is nice. But I do have to worry about people coming off the weigh station and just sitting in traffic. They do that constantly. Like they'll be sitting over there to the right, just sitting there like an idiot. Maintaining a pretty decent speed, going about 60. Whoops. I really should get some fuel though, but I don't know. I'm just barely getting going here, and I feel like we really need to burn some miles up here. Maybe the next fuel will stop. We're at half, so we got it good enough for now. I don't recall. Am I supposed to be in this one? I don't know. We'll wait and see. Really skeptical of the GPS because it's done me wrong so many times. Now it's saying I gotta be over here. I wish it would make up its mind. We're going straight. Although I could have taken a right and get some fuel for this break, but hopefully one of these rest stops come up here, has a fuel station in or something. All in one on the highway would be nice, but it doesn't always work that way. It's a very comfortable truck setup, I'll tell you that. Seems like everything's well appointed, set up nice. Is there a detour? Oh, but of course there is. So, I don't really know if it added any miles on. I didn't really look till, I don't know, I wasn't looking at the miles. I was looking at the fact that we just had a detour, but I don't think it's much. Although I am wondering about this little roundabout thing we're going to have to do. If there's a fuel station in here and I got to go through the city, I might just as well. Yeah, this this looks like where I'm supposed to be, right here. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's a fill-up station here, so which is a real bummer. But it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Yeah, this is a weird turn. Weird how it's set up. I'm not sure how that works. We'll figure it out soon enough, I guess. It's strange. I guess this is exactly how you do it. Alright, we're crawling along here. It's such an oddball way to put this U-turn, and of course they've limited everything. They kind of, like, you can't go this way, you can't go that way, because it leads to a place you probably don't have a map to, or what have you, but I guess I'm just staying here, by the looks of it anyway. Portland, yeah, I think that's where we're at. I believe this is going to Washington, or no, Seattle, Washington to Oakland, I think. Get it up to speed now. Of course, following these guys, they're going slow anyway, so we'll try to get around them. But they're kind of keeping up with me, so I don't know if it's going to work out. Oh, I'm wondering if I should. Yeah, I'm going to duck in here and get some fuel because I don't know if waiting is a good idea. Well, it's definitely not a good idea, but. See anybody coming, so I think it's in this big ass truck stop where the fuel is. Yep. Do is we're going to drop this trailer right here and we're going to go get fuel because we kind of came in the wrong way by the looks of things. Because the way the arrows on the pumps are, we're supposed to enter through one side, and yeah, we're supposed to enter here and then go out the other way. So this way we can get fuel. We don't have to worry about the trucks coming in with us. And we will, that way, get everything filled up. Alright, let's get out of here. That's the best way to do it, especially if you're in a place like this. We're not taking a nap yet. We just barely got started. Just whipping this bad boy around because it's kind of the only way to go. We're gonna come squeeze through here. It's not the best way, but we're getting it done. And then we're gonna make a right turn. Right up here, we're back on the interstate. Still got 800 miles more to go, so. Purposely sat in that lane just because it's a lot easier to do the turn when you're kind of where we were. And you can take liberties like that when you don't have as much traffic. So we got filled up. That part of it's taken care of. So we're now back on the road. So hopefully no more distractions or slowdowns or anything else until we get going. I was wondering if he's going to slow down, because I was going to drive on the shoulder if he was going to keep going. I kind of like the looks of this truck. Maybe I'll trade in the Mac for a Freightliner, because I like the mirrors, just phenomenal. Right, this guy's confused or something. If I'm going to get up to speed, I need to get around these yahoos instead of getting stuck behind them. I used to hate the trucks because they're just, you can get hung up on shit. But the important thing is you know, you've got to realize what you have for a load, and you got to drive accordingly. So if you're in a town or something, you're better off leaving your rig, or not your rig, your load on the side of the road and bobtailing it around to do the things you need to do. I mean, we could have drove through that pump and got fuel that way. It would have been fine, but I've done that before, and it's so sketchy trying to get that shit through there. So we just drove around it. Yeah, we're a little bit above the speed, but if we happen to run into another little cinematic thing that we can see, we'll go and do those. I like those. So many times I saw those things and I just never checked them out, and now that I've seen them, I'm going to be checking them out. Yeah, we should be dropping speed a little bit. We're going too fast. Looks like we're straight on through here. Yeah, that last load we did, we lost half of what we were supposed to make because we were late, and it was a 900 and something mile trip. And because the way the trip was set up, that it was doomed from the beginning, and it's like, yeah, I'm just going to be very careful of those kind of trips from now on. When I was free roaming a couple episodes ago, before I started the episode, I was free roaming a bit. I remember explaining a little bit, but I discovered more recruitment areas, so I think what we're going to do is when we get rocking and rolling, we're going to recruit other drivers and see, you know, maybe have them do some loads for us, and then we can just keep doing these things. Wants us to go into this lane. To wait and see what that's all about. Yeah, exit only. I don't think we're supposed to exit. That's why I try. Yeah, see? They want you to go here, then back over. Hard to believe these highways are only 50 miles an hour. You know, you'd think they'd be 60 or 55 even. It's only 50, and I'm so used to going faster than that. Oh well. Anyway, if you enjoy this content, please give us a thumbs up, and you know the old deal. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It'd be greatly appreciated. Not sure. Salem. Is that what it says? Yep. Not sure where they're taking us here, but I'm hoping it's the right place because I think we're going to be in a ramp up here, exit ramp. Looking like. I guess it didn't matter which lane I was in, it was still going to go this way anyway. We're jumping all the way over because these guys are just like so slow. I'm going a little faster than I should be going. Now, if that other load that I did that we lost money on was on a like this, you know, at least a consistent 50 plus miles an hour, give or take, all the way, we would have no problem making that delivery time. But we were going through rural routes and places like that where you're constantly running into little towns and stuff where the speed drops down to 30, 40 even. All over the dang place. I think they had us in that right lane there. Because it looks like it wanted us to move over to another lane, but I think they had us in that ramp off-ramp lane, which we were no business being on that to begin with. Yeah, we're gonna have to arrest this guy at some point soon. And being we're running, we're running on the, I can't even talk here. We're running into the nighttime again, and also his bed is almost fully colored blue, so we're going to push him a little while longer, and at some point we'll rest him, and then we'll be back in daylight again. And which is it, 60 or 65? It said 65 on there. Now it's confusing the hell out of me. I see the speeds, but a lot of times the speeds for the cars and not the trucks. Yeah, this load will be pretty lucrative. I mean, it'll be 40K. The top one that I was looking at was a log loader, and that's 50,000, I think it was. Sometimes I confuse. I look at the wrong thing. It's the pounds, and not. I want the money, and I don't care how heavy it is. But I believe it was 50,000 for that load. But it was a log loader, and they're so long. And I did that delivery, and it was a shit show at the end because technically, if you're driving a wide load type vehicle or wide load trip, or it might not be a wide load, in this case it still would have the tagging for it, or an extra long load. In that case, that's what that was. And because it was extra long, I should have had spotters by rights, because when I tried to deliver that load, that log loader, I couldn't make the turns, the concrete barrier turns that were there, because it was a narrow two-lane road. And if I had a spotter there, they could have closed the road off to traffic while I tried to make the load finish the load. But it is what it is, and it's just like, no, I don't want to do that load. I'd rather pick trucks over that any day, because at least this is somewhat reasonable. It's a little bit easier to deal with. It's not the best. It's still, you can still get hung up on these damn things if you're not careful. You got to be paying attention. This trip started out at 800 and something, so we're just a couple hundred miles off. That's it. I tried to pass this guy, and now I can't pass him because he's actually going the same speed as I was down. I got too close to him, and I'm like, well, if he's going to drive slow, I'll get around him. And then what does he do? He speeds up. Yeah, trucks are 60, okay. Yeah, we'll have to hit either the next rest area or the one after that. This dude will get his proper rest, and then we'll be smooth sailing to get this trip finished. I think one rest period is all we'll need. We'll be able to knock this out somewhat reasonably. Oh my god, this guy just slammed on his brakes. It's like Thanks a lot, dude. Now I gotta get back up to speed. Now everybody's passing this slow-ass truck driver that's going 35. I think we're gonna get around that truck, though, because I just have a feeling he's a moron. Kind of wondering if this is the time that I should rest him simply because we're coming up on a rest area. Happens to be just off the road here. I think that's what we'll do. We're going to get this guy taken care of and rested up so we can just keep on trucking. Figure out where the place is. Trucks are here. Whoa. Alright, we're going to park it right there. And all right, we still got how many more miles left? $538 miles to go. I usually cut it off right there at the rest area, but I figured we'd just keep going for a little while longer because what the hell? I can technically stop the episode anywhere I want and just pick it up on part 2 or whatever, but that's if I choose to do that. If I choose to just keep going, we'll just knock it out in one episode. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Sometimes these long-ass ones, they do pretty well. Well, in the grand scheme of things, you know, with the channel as small as it is, it's kind of new and all. Well, for this channel. Because I can stop this right on the highway and quit the game and pick it right back up the next day, and it'll be right as rain. It'll remember right where I was, everything. Way station's coming up. All right, we can't bypass that apparently. So. £76,000. That's a hell of a friggin' load. So 508 miles left. And this truck is just going to have to wait for me to get over there. I think the fuel is good. I think you can get 500 miles off a full tank in these trucks. Probably should have waited to this next one or something, because it looks like we're going to be mostly night driving, and I was hoping that we'd time it right. But that's my bad. It doesn't matter. The trade-off is less traffic, so we'll take that. the other thing is too, if we make a mistake, which I've done before, I made a mistake and had my guy rest. I don't know, I tapped a button twice for some stupid idiotic reason, and he ripped Van Winkled it, and then by the time the load was delivered, it was late, and you lose money on that. Little mistakes like that cost you. So obviously we're not looking at doing something stupid like that, but possibilities are endless for stupidity just by a little tap of a button. Screw the pooch on the whole freaking load. And I've lost a lot of money just by stupid stuff like that. I've had, and I didn't even record them, but I actually recorded them and took the wrong way coming out of a delivery with trucks and had them hung up on the exit of the building where I got the trucks. I had to abandon the load because there was no way I could get it out. And that's why I'm like, stupid stuff like that, you learn from it. And it doesn't happen anymore, I can tell you that, because I look for how to get out of the place before I just go. It's amazing to me how fast I can get these trucks up to speed. Nope, ain't gonna make it. And because of that, there's no way I can make it over to that lane because I had to slow down so much for the stupid truck. And if I whipped it over there, that car would have hit me, and they would have fined me for it, even though the car hit me. This guy is just too freaking slow. It's because he's letting all these trucks in, that's why. Gotta get around all these assholes. I'm glad I got around him because that... I'm not slowing down to let a truck in. I go in the left lane and they straddle their ass into the freaking freeway however slow they want to do it. Not me. I'm getting the hell around all that shit. Gotta love it when they decide to drop the speed. It's like a guessing game. Spend 60 for however many miles, and it jumps to 55, down to 55, and then they neglect to tell you about it until you're right there. They probably got Roscoe P. Coltrane there sitting up behind the sign there with his radar. Under 400, so I guess we're at the halfway point technically. Yeah, there's no way we're rusting them, so that whole... Well, I don't know. I have no idea when they're expecting to load. I took the load. I never really wrote the time down as to when they're expecting it. But yeah, I think if we rest him again, we're going to be screwed because we'll be late on the delivery. Police station, next right. I just had that done already. Why do I have to keep doing these way station BS? You'd think they'd be in contact with each other and say, this guy had already been here. But whatever. Whatever floats their boat, I guess. It's kind of getting irritated by the whole thing. It's just kind of stupid. Seems to me at one point or another you should be able to pass a couple of these things up. Especially if I've already hit them. I believe that truck's on the left lane, but I could be wrong. No, he's in my lane. But we're going to sneak on in there. Hard to tell because your view isn't the best necessarily. That inspection thing, I remember that before. You had it was for a corn or something inspection, agricultural. Yeah, that's it. And I think I went in the wrong frickin' place. Yes, I did. And then they fined me for it. But you do enough of these loads or these runs, and you remember that. It's like they can clearly see I have nothing agricultural here. It's just freaking trucks. What the hell is there to expect? I mean, what's there to inspect? I was trying to say. It's trucks. I don't have... It's not a trailer that you open up to look into. It's clearly 3 semis I'm pulling. At least we avoided a fine on that one. We did it the right way. But that seems to happen a lot because they just... You come up on something for the first time and you're not sure where to go or what to do or any of that. I made the mistake. I pulled into the place where the cars are inspected, and I barely got through those little booth things that they've got. I remember that. I just gave up on it. I was just like, well, screw it. I'll just take the fine. I'm already in the wrong spot. There's no way I could get around it, so... too fast. Gotta slow her down. Don't need tickets. Over 300 miles to go. I think we're good. Hopefully we're good. It's a bit of a windy freaking turn here for 55 miles an hour. Just saying. But we made it. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, but don't be slowing down to 35 miles an hour. Makes it so tough to get it back up to speed. Stupid tractor trailer that's in above in front of us here is the one is the culprit. Doing stupid stuff is what causes me to do stupid stuff. Make me go around them and everything else, so get a long stretch and we'll probably try to pass these guys because it just looks like there's so many of them bunched together. This car is just ridiculously slow. I bet you it's all for this stupid little band of idiots that just they're all in a row here. Unreal how slow these guys are going. I just don't quite understand it. It makes no sense to me. Alright, we're gonna sneak over here quickly and we'll see if this guy is another turtle too that's going up. I don't know, we'll see. He seems to be far away, so I guess he's alright. I get very frustrated when I see all the cars like that. Trucks are all bunched together and you can't quite figure out why the hell they're going so slow. We weren't even going over the speed limit or anything. We passed them like they were standing still. Yeah, we were going 55 and we passed all of them like they were standing still. It's ridiculous. Trying to keep an eye on another way station. Are you shitting me? Oh my god. I've hit every fucking weigh station. I think this was the last time we did this. It was the same kind of deal. Did a weigh station, a vegetable inspection. It's like, come on. Yeah, we whipped in there. We were going 45 in that freaking place. That's crazy. That's just the way it is. I'm trying to keep an eye on the traffic to the right here, or to the left already. Yeah, we're good. A little over 200 miles. This journey will be over. Put some more coin in the bank. We definitely need it. Lost way too much money the last 4 episodes, but I'm hoping they were entertaining at least. Just shows you the different types of loads you can get and which ones are good ones and which ones aren't. I mean, that log loader, that's a good load for money wise, but delivery wise it's a pain. The trucks are better. I know I've said before I'm not going to do trucks, but man, when you get used to them, they're not bad. You just got to get accustomed to how you drive with them. Otherwise you get your ass hung up somewhere. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to run into this kind of crap. This guy doesn't even have his lights on, or at least it doesn't look like he's got his lights on. Yeah, I guess he does. They're just kind of piss poor. Yeah, we're going to pass this truck up. And then we'll knock over to the right here. Yeah, I'm going a little faster than I should be. I think I've learned my lesson by now, but I'm a speed demon, can't help it. Yeah, I see my character starting to get up there again, but he's going to have to finish this load. We're under 200 miles for this remaining time on this load, so he's just going to have to rest some time else. We're going to knock this out. I have a feeling that truck up there is what's slowing things up. So we'll get in the left lane just in case. I'm not trying to speed or anything. I just want to anticipate that these trucks sometimes they just go slow. I don't. I keep it up to speed, but a lot of times you're boogieing along and all of a sudden everything slows right down. And it's because there's 3 or 4 trucks that are all bunched up, or there's a ramp that they're trying to let the trucks onto, so they'll stop the whole works up just to let another truck in there when they should just get into the left lane. Yeah, there's way too many trucks that are bunched up. Way too many trucks that are bunched up. There might be an accident or something up here. It's the reason. We figured out what was wrong with that. I knew something was screwing up the works because it just seemed like traffic was getting slower and slower. I'm going to get up the speed and I'm going to go in the right lane, or I'm going to pass this guy. There was a cop back there in the whole work, so I was going about 60, and I saw him and I slowed right down to 55. We're just going to drop back. It's not a cop. Just wanted to make sure, because I'd like to get in the right lane. It's the proper lane for me to be in. We are really... I know there's a cop back there, so I'm going to try just to I'm just going to get past this guy. We'll speed a little bit, but we're not going to go crazy. Too crazy anyway. And we'll drop it back down to 55. Double nickels, we'll do that. For a little while, we get 120 miles. Should be able to shave that off pretty decently. Gotta love these long episodes every now and again. That way there's no anticipation of waiting if he's gonna finish the delivery or not, or gets in a horrific wreck or some BS like that. You'll get to see it all in one. Yeah, I thought about splitting it up earlier on, but I was like, you know, we're doing so well, why slow everything down? Yeah. I managed to get over there without having to hit anybody, because that car I was worried about. When I saw this shit show here, I was like, I gotta get around that. I look back, there's a car there, and I'm like, well, I'm hoping I get over there without hitting him or him hitting me, because either way, if he hits me, they're going to blame me anyway. For less than 100 miles, we get to see the sunrise. Whoa, I managed to catch that just right. Because I had a feeling we were going to be on this ramp here, because we're going to Oakland, and that's, you know, San Francisco, you know, the Bay Area, so, like, yeah, I think we're going to be going right. I caught that just at the right time, because otherwise we'd have been screwed the wrong way. Probably would have added several hundred miles to our trip. It'd be so unnecessary. Alright, my glasses are fogging up. I love that. Makes it so difficult to see. That adds more I gotta get over to the left here. And this car obviously doesn't give a shit about me, so we're in the right lane now. At least we're going to be delivering this in the daylight. I don't like the dropping shit off in the middle of the night. It's just not my cup of tea. We do it, that's the way it ends up falling. But after we do this, well, after obviously this, we'll end the episode, but the The next time we roll, the guy will be freshly rested, and we'll pick another load of whatever. Pad the account a little more. Probably roll like that for the next couple episodes, at least. Got to make up for what we lost. Because remember, they're taking almost $6,000 a day out of the bank account to cover the loan for the truck and the trailer and all that happy old shit. So this way we have enough that if we've got to do repairs or maintenance, we have enough in the bank to do that. Yeah, the miles are starting to get whittled down pretty quick now. Wow. I was passing this guy because he was going so slow. And he was going slow because he was going on that ramp there. But, whatever. $30 more miles. Now 29. Hopefully it's an on-time delivery. I'm assuming it is. Because, if dispatch is wondering where the load is and saying, hey, where the hell is that asshole? Where's he at, you know? You get something, notification that's saying dispatch is wondering where the load is, and then you get the music that makes you want to drive like a crackhead because you want to get the load finish. Yeah, we're going straight ahead. I gotta be a little more careful here. I'm all over the dang road. We're definitely here for sure. Yeah, the only way you can get through here is to do stuff like that. You have to make sure traffic is clear on both sides, just so you can make the wide turn that you have to make. And if you understand that, then you pretty much are going to be A-okay. Early on, I would always get impatient and say, well, you know, I need to get this done, you know, so I'd be pulling out there and I wouldn't cut it right or anything. I would often put myself in a situation where I could wreck everything. Like this one right here, this is tricky. We're going to see if we can do this without hurting or damaging the truck or the people sitting in the traffic. And I think we got it. No, we ended up hitting one of them. It's nearly impossible to do that without hitting somebody. But we made it. I mean, we did hit somebody, but whatever. It is what it is. I ain't gonna cry over it. I mean, we're getting pretty damn good payout. Oh, man. This is why I should have a spotter, because for shit like this is the last little bit of this load rather, and I technically should be in the center of the road because I've got a long ass bunch of trucks on this load. So two little wrecks at the end is because of the stupidity of this game. This game is really stupid in that regard. Alright, we're just going to park it. Alright, we did 858 miles, 144 gallons apparently. Yeah, we're up to level 19. Nice. 46,000 we made out that. That's awesome. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a long episode, but we do this every now and again just for the hell of it. Just something different than splitting it up all the time. I get more episodes out that way, but at the end of the day, it makes a nice long one every so often, so I think people enjoy that just the same. If you like what you see, if you like this episode, it was entertaining for you, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and recommend the channel to other folks. I'm sure they would enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.